Now on to this next game. It might be probably a clean sweep of who we're gonna pick. It's the Steelers versus the Chiefs. I don't know if you guys heard Big Ben's comments, but he basically said, "We don't have a chance, so let's just go have fun out there." What for one?
You said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think comments like that does to a team? Do you think the Steelers have any chance? When these teams met,
Terrible.
the Chiefs beat them 36-10, and Travis Kelce did not play. So, do you think the same outcome is going to happen, or are the Chiefs going to dominate this game?
Where did you say that? Press conference? Like where? I didn't see that.
It was probably the press conference. It was all over Twitter.
Bro, that's crazy.
I don't like the comments by any means. Not by any means. You should never be the quarterback
Especially
of the team.
the quarter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You're the leader of that team, bro.
However, maybe the Chiefs don't go into that game as hungry, as aggressive, given the fact that you have the guy on the Steelers saying that they're already out of this game. Maybe a little bit of reverse psychology. You catch the Chiefs with their pants down. However, it would be a miracle at this point. The Chiefs have to be the favorites in this game. I think Joel's 100% right when he says that we're probably going to all have the Chiefs winning this game. I can't see a world where the Chiefs lose this game. The only thing that the Steelers have going for them is that this is Big Ben's last ride. We've seen some magical runs in the past where you had Ray Lewis come out and say this is his final year. The Ravens definitely were not favorites by any means to go to the Super Bowl, let alone win the Super Bowl. You had Peyton Manning that year. You had Tom Brady, whose teams were just better than them. But something with that energy of doing it for that franchise guy just changes a team. I don't think that the Broncos saw Peyton Manning in that moment and say, you know what, this is his last one. We got to go all out for him. It just so happened that Peyton just wanted to walk away on top. And credit to that. That being said, Michael Strahan, another one that you just had one of those magical runs where a team just gets behind its franchise guys, gives 100%, 110% effort to this playoff run, and magical things happen. Unfortunately, I don't see it happening here. I really do want to see Pittsburgh put up a game here. I have been a huge supporter of the Steelers and their run this season. They've been one of my few spots where I've been correct over these last span of weeks. So I'm happy to see them make the playoffs, even though I would have preferred the Chargers to make it. I think the Chargers would have made the playoffs a little bit more interesting, made this game a little bit more interesting. Would the Raiders have been the 7th seed if the Chargers and Raiders had tied?
Yep.
The Raiders would have been the 7th seed, correct?
They would have played Kansas City.
That's why I don't know if they wanted to tie. That's why I think they should have gone for the win. I'd rather play the Bengals than the Chiefs. That's for sure.
No, I'm definitely with you. However, I think that this is where Big Ben's ride comes to an end. As much as I do want to see him beat the Chiefs, everyone knows it. I will root against the Chiefs against any team. It does not matter. However, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. For all of these other games, I looked up stats, research, looked at other games. I didn't have to do much here.
Wait, Joe, if I remember, in the group chat earlier, Joel actually sent us a message and told us he thinks Steelers are upsetting the Chiefs. Is that why you don't have notes?
So someone must have sold my phone then, bro, and deleted the message. I didn't see it. Yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. I don't see a world where the Steelers are able to pull this off. I wish we were talking on Twitter after one of the listeners came at my neck a little bit because last week I said the Steelers weren't going to win, they weren't going to make the playoffs, and then he added me like, "Oh, what happened?" Because I was slandering Ben a little bit, saying how he limited the team this year. And whatever you want to say, they're in the playoffs, so good for them. I replied to him, I was like, "Listen, bro, I wish you guys lost or at least I wish you guys didn't get in. Because I wish Ben could have gone out with the W against the rival Ravens, who he's the biggest rival in the Steelers over the last 20 years that Ben's been there. So I wish that was the way Ben went out. But this game, I mean, to say those comments, we don't have a chance. I guess if you want to, make sure there's no pressure on you guys, because that's the one thing the Steelers have going for them. There's absolutely no pressure on them. No one in the world expects them to win this game. They're almost 2 touchdown underdogs. So if you want to kind of play that, mindset of it, okay. I still don't love coming out to the press conference to reporters and the whole world know we don't have a chance. It's football. Anything could happen. We saw the undefeated Patriots lose to a Giants team that nobody thought could win either. So while I'm saying that the Steelers have no chance, I'm allowed to say it because we have a podcast. I don't want my quarterback saying it because I'd feel like shit if I'm a Steelers fan. Like, what do you mean we don't have a chance, bro? Like, we're still playing this game. We got to go in. They got to beat us. They put their pants on the same way we put our pants on. Why can't we beat them? But you look at this team, the Chiefs, they're better everywhere. Other than, I guess, pass rusher, TJ Watt's having one of the best defensive seasons of all time, let alone just in Steelers history. So they have that going for them. But other than that, the Steelers have a bright future. They got some pieces on offense. Love Deontay. Chase Claypool's a nice piece. Najee's played really well. So overall, the future is still bright for Pittsburgh, a world-class organization, a great head coach. But unfortunately, this matchup couldn't get worse. It wouldn't surprise me if the Steelers lost by like 3 touchdowns.
Joel, real quick, though. This has nothing to do with Steelers and Chiefs because maybe we'll excite this up a little bit. I must say, your background right now is absolutely spot on, beautiful. You have so much going. You have so much going on, man. It's really pleasing to the eye.
You mean the all-white background?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean by that, bro? What do you mean by that?
Oh, here we go. That being said, come on now. Can we get a little bit of excitement going on here?
Bro, I wasn't prepared for these Zoom meetings. I thought we were going to be in person, so I wasn't ready.
Listen, I gave him the pass last week because, that definitely was last minute. This time, come on. You could have had some kind of idea that we're going to just give me something. Put a nail in the wall, hang a jersey, give me some kind of memorabilia. You got nothing going on. It's plain Jane over there. The only exciting thing over there is you.
I'm telling the people I agree with them. I want to be in person too, so I don't want to give them anything to look forward to. Like, I want to be in person with y'all. Bro, I can't have this swagged out room like you do, bro.
I appreciate that. I definitely
we're not always fortunate, okay? God forbid.
Listen, I'm not saying for you to put the Mona Lisa in your room. I'm just saying to put a little bit of something. Is that too much to ask?
I'm a man of the people, bro. The people want us together. That's all I'm going to say.
Unbelievable. All right. Go ahead, Joel.
I don't think Big Ben's comments really helps the case that the Steelers are going to win this game. I think they're going to lose like the same way they lost the first time. Travis Kelce didn't play. He's playing this game. Najee Harris has an elbow injury, and he's really their only bright star if they can even gain any traction on offense.
Deontay Johnson?
Well, somebody has to throw the ball to Deontay Johnson. I don't trust Big Ben throwing the ball to him. He's
done more than fine job this season of doing it.
All right, well, Najee Harris is the reason why they're in the playoffs in the first place because he backpacked them.
Oh my! No, he did not.
Against the Browns. Against the Browns, did he not backpack?
Yeah. Week 17, he did. But other than that, going into Week 17, they were the last ranked rushing offense. So,
bro, like Najee has not been spectacular.
He still finished 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's his fault.
He still finished with 1,000 yards.
And credit to him because of the opportunity. Correct.
Well, he has to. He has to. But I'm saying Najee Harris has an elbow injury. I think he's probably going to play, but even then, R's touch is going to be limited. The Chiefs are going into these playoffs winning the last 9 of their 10 games. I mean, the Chiefs are on a roll. They have the 8th best defense currently right now. The only way the Steelers can even be close in this game or win it is if TJ Watt just has the game of a century. I mean, like, he completely dominates and takes over. There's nothing the Chiefs can do, and he's just a man amongst boys out there. That's the only reason. That's the only way I can see this game even being remotely close. But I think the Chiefs win 31-14. I'll give the Steelers 14 points. And the Chiefs are just better in every single aspect. Every single skill position, they're better in outside of maybe like 1 or 2. And the Steelers just don't have a superstar quarterback to make up for the deficiencies they have on the team anymore. Big Ben just isn't that guy anymore. And because he's more of a liability than he is an asset. And because of that, I don't think this is going to be a close game at all. I have the Chiefs winning pretty handily.
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
this is...
Help me out. I'm sorry, guys. What was the stat of Big Ben and his comeback victories this season? Was it that he had... I'm blanking off the top of my head, and I apologize. Maybe I should look.
Game-winning drives or something?
Yes. Hasn't he, in I want to say it was 6 or 7 of the Steelers' wins this year, it has been from Big Ben leading a fourth quarter comeback victory.
He has 6 fourth quarter comebacks and 7 game-winning drives this year.
There we go. That's what. So,
but you have to be close to do that, and I don't think it's going to be close.